is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Jeremy Lee in the building and every guest that you ever needed. Sports cards after hours keep the hobby heated. Updates, hobby talk like you never seen it. Sports cards live and none could ever beat it. Sports cards is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Welcome to another episode of Sports Cards Live with your host, Jeremy Lee.
Whoa. What is up, guys? Welcome to the Fanatics Collect Weekly Auction Ending Watch Party Show here on Sports Cards Live, October 12, 2025. I'm Jeremy Lee. Just getting settled here, everybody. Just getting settled. How are you guys? Thanks for joining last night on the channel here. Fun episode of Sports Cards Live last night. And I'm just setting stuff up right here, right now. There we go. Okay, so what's going on? Welcome, Professor Kevin Hawthorne, Linda's first, Laura. Small crowd so far. Hopefully we see more. It looks like, is this like looking closer than ever before? What is up with that? I don't know. Something's weird with my my StreamYard lately. Like, you can actually see those cards right now. You couldn't see them before. I don't know what's going on with that, but hey, not so bad. Browsing the auction, Jacob Dahl. I spent yesterday browsing this auction. I went deep into the sports, and God, there's a lot of fun cards. And we'll see. I have my phone ready to go on my bidding account so that I can potentially make a few bids myself tonight. But we'll see. I find, last night I did Sports Cards Live. Last night I thought was a fun show. I had a great time during the show last night. And then afterwards, hung out with the guys afterwards for a little bit. I went for a walk and I came back and I started looking at this show. And I was like, I don't know. I felt like I wanted more cards than I probably do, or that I probably would want to actually purchase. But we'll see. We'll see what goes on tonight as the night goes by. What is up, Ali? Welcome to the show. Casey, good evening. Good evening to you. Well, let's get into it. I'm just going to move that over there, do that, and let's do that. Okay, so baseball. Look at this top three. Ruth and Gehrig on the bookends. Hank Greenberg in the middle. PSA 4, $2,600. Great card. Let's look at the Babe Ruth, though. Card number 53 from 33, Gowdy. Such an iconic and classic card. Grades of 3.5. And, I mean, it's pretty nice when you look at it from here. And if I had to nitpick this card, it's just going to be the surface. A little bit of snow showing through. You can see it throughout his face. You can see it throughout the yellow background if you look closely. Such a nice card, though. Throughout the Big League Chew name, or the name bar down there. I don't mind the corner damage on a card like this. This card looks its age. It's not perfect, but I think the overall appeal from a distance like this, it's likely, properly graded. 17,500 right now for this one. Such an iconic card. The Hank Greenberg. I don't think we've ever looked at this card before on the show, but this is a card that I could see myself pursuing eventually. And a lot of it is because, this is going to sound maybe a little bit silly, but it's like, I don't have a card with these colors in it that pops to mind. I mean, 49 Bowman Satchel Paige has some blues in it, I suppose, in the background, but not quite like this. I think this is just a great design, nice card, good colors. Hank Greenberg, Hall of Famer, legend. Might grab one of these one day. This is a 4. Looks pretty nice to me, 2,600. And from the same set as the Greenberg is the Lou Gehrig, where he's also making a cameo at the bottom as himself, like he did on the Greenberg card. This one, are his eyes barely open? Oh, yeah, you can see his eyes in there. They're barely open in the picture. I've never really noticed that before. Off center to the right, but otherwise a beautiful copy. SGC 3.5. Got a few little stains on the back. All that's going to do is save you money, though, right? Like, what's wrong with that? That's right up my alley right there. I love that card. He's got some great cards. Lou Gehrig. You're with me. Hey, Casey on the Greenberg. I love to see that. Yeah. Couple of black and whites to start off the left side here. Stan Musial, PSA 4, 48 Bowman, rookie card, one of his two. He's got the 48 or 49 Leaf as well. This is a great card. I own a copy of this in my collection. I've had it for years. I've had my Musial, I don't know, probably 10 years now. And I love this card. I don't, I mean, I prefer color. I do. I prefer color. But this card, you own it for a while, it grows on you, and this one has grown on me. It's a 4. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue with the grade on that one. But check out this card here, 1948 Swell Sports Thrills, Jackie Robinson. We're calling it a rookie, PSA 5 at $5,500. Now, this is not a card I'm actually too familiar with. So let's take a look at it. Sport Thrills, highlights in the world of sports. So a multi-sport card. You can see it's either diamond cut or I think that's a diamond cut, it looks like. Let's see the bottom. Well, you know what? This is interesting. It's, yeah, I think that's a diamond cut card. It looks like a parallelogram to me. Nonetheless, I mean, they weren't thinking about that back in 1948 so much. And look at the back. Oh, the back is the Philadelphia Chewing Gum Corp. I mean, this is the same design we see on many cards from the era. So maybe it was, I don't know if Philadelphia Chewing Gum Corp, who they turned into or who they were before. But that's a nice looking reverse. Just don't see this very often. Does it tell us anything about? No information. Okay, I want to see how many of these there are, because I think that this is a very interesting card, and it's the same year. Well, it maybe isn't the same year as the Leaf, right? Because the Leaf card, let's see, Swell Robinson. Let's see if that brings up anything for us. Okay, there we go. PSA 7, highest graded, just sold in May for $27,000. Well, so said this seller. Oh, we can't get the. Can we get to the pop? There we go. There's the population. So the one we're looking at, what do we say that was? That is a 5. And it tells us here that there are 33 5s and 35, 36, 41 higher out of 269. So you're getting, top 25% or so, even better, top 20% or so of the population if you can get into a 5 or better here. Now, I just wonder, like this one in the image here that Card Ladder is using actually looks to be straight cut, whereas this one is definitely miscut one way or another. Or is it, even if that card is just lying in the holder on an angle such that the right corner is poking up higher than the left top corner, if you were to tilt it, clockwise to level that out, that top border, well, now you're going to see that the side borders are on an angle. So it's definitely miscut, but PSA didn't make a note of that. And maybe that's because they don't use qualifiers like they used to. And I don't even know if they would use an MC miscut qualifier for a card that was, diamond cut. I think they usually use that for when there's just a section of the card missing and you see part of the next card, or you're missing a part of the image on the card because it's so off center. In any event, a neat piece here. Neat piece. I like the looks of it. Nice black and white card. And the Stan Musial 1949 Bowman SGC1. This is a card that's on my want list. Almost bought one at the National. Just couldn't pull the trigger at the price the person wanted. It was a case where I just wasn't willing to pay the price. I thought I could find a copy I liked more for a price I liked more eventually. So I did not pull the trigger on that, but it's a cool card. I mean, these 48 and 49 Bowmans and Leafs, I just really like those. Those are two of my favorite sets. 1952 Bowman Mickey Mantle, PSA 2.5, top eye appeal, 30%. Great looking copy. Yeah, this is just another card that I'd love to own. Pretty nice. It's got it's got some scratches on the surface or even creases right up here, right up there by the ball cap. Corner issues as well. Not as recent of a grade as we've been seeing, but still a great looking card. And look at that stain on the back. I like those stains on the back. They don't bother me. Might just save you some money. 52 Topps Willie Mays, PSA 5. This looks like a great looking copy as well. Early grade, but look at that. Great color. Registration's off a little bit. I can just see in the Giants logo there, it's a little bit blurry, but doesn't seem to be affecting his face at all. It's a nice card. Wow. What's this one sitting at? 9,500 right now. There's this 55 tops Jackie Robinson PSA 6. Beautiful card. There's the Koufax rookie from the same year. SGC 7.5 at 7,250. I mean, look at these borders are just bright, bright white, sharp, sharp edges on the left side, especially, and the bottom. Top edge looks a little bit more natural to me. That left border, I don't know, seems a little sharp, a little bit white. This is a car. I mean, listen, I don't know for sure. I'm not saying one way or the other. I'm just, speculating or how I would think if this was a car that I was looking to buy for myself. I mean, this looks freshly pack pulled. This, who knows, this card could have gone through a bleach bath at some point or whatever they do to lighten the borders. I don't know. But that left edge also seems a little bit strange. And it's also, the border narrows as you go up. And yeah, the right border widens as you go down. So a nice copy, 7,500. And if you're comfortable that thing is, as honest as it gets, and beautiful card. Clemente PSA 8.5, 59 tops at 2,800. And then this Yogi Berra, that's on my personal watch list. Look at this, $68 right now. It's a PSA 3.5, recently graded, which means, could have been a 4 or a 5 in a previous year. It's not perfect. It's got a few marks on his face here. Corners have some rounding. But when you zoom out on this card, look at how wonderful it looks. So nicely centered and so cheap, $68. We'll see what happens. 66 tops, Mickey Mantle, PSA 9, 17,000. Dave Winfield, rookie, PSA 8. I used to own one of these. I don't anymore. We got a Ricky Henderson, PSA 9 at 1950, top 30%. I have a PSA 7. I probably like it just as much as I would like this one. Ken Griffey Jr., Bowman rookie autoed, PSA 10, $2,600. Like I think that his upper deck rookie with an autograph, PSA 10, those are selling for close to 20 grand, I believe. This is only at 2,600, and it's going to be a lot rarer than that card. I don't know what that tells you, but figure that out for yourselves, I guess. 95 select certified mirror gold Ken Griffey Jr. BGS population 10, no 10s out there. This is the 9.5, $280. These are nice cards in hand. I just wish they would have numbered them. I think these are assumed to be out of 30, but not sure how that was. It might have been a bit different in baseball. Andy Pettit. These are great cards. These 98 Flair Showcase Legacy Collection Row Zeros are out of 100. They're the rarest of the row series. And Andy Pettit, I mean, great pitcher for the Yankees. PSA 10 pop 1, $170. Don't tell anybody. That's on my personal watch list. Here's the Barry Sanders from the same series, but this is the row zero that is out of 250. So this is row zero out of 100, and this is row. I thought this would have been a row. Anyway, these are hard to understand the how these sets were built. But in any event, it's a row zero. It's out of 250. Barry Sanders, BGS 9, pop 2, 7 higher, 380. I don't know why this is showing up in the baseball set, by the way, but that's just how I guess Fanatics mistakenly identified this as a baseball card over a football card. Greg Maddux, I love this card. Look how beautiful this thing. Look at how beautiful this card is. Look at the light shining off the foil there. Come on, like that. What the detail, the foil just causing the wrinkles in his jersey. Oh my gosh, I think this is an amazing card. And it's numbered out of 100 right there on the back, 66 out of 100. Mario Lemieux's jersey number, $280 on my watch list. Leave that one for me, guys. All right, here's a Topps Finest Gold Refractor. Greg Maddux another Maddux out of 100. PSA 9 pop 8 for higher, beautiful gold refractor, and another Maddux gold refractor out of 100. Maddux cards are cheap. Like if these were top tier A-list players, these cards are well into the thousands, and Maddux is an all-time great pitcher. So I don't know. Derek Jeter, Intimidation Nation out of 99. Oh, I didn't even realize they numbered Intimidation Nation in baseball, but they didn't number them in anything else. Look at that. 29 of 99 right there. This is a PSA 6, and you can see it's got damage, but This is kind of under the radar, guys. I went deep. I don't usually go as deep as I went in the Fanatics, like baseball, where there's thousands of items listed. I went deeper this time, and I went down to the cards that were down to about like $20 when I did this yesterday. And so I found a bunch of this stuff that I'm like, well, now it's at 675, so it's not as it's not a maybe not a steal, but still, that's a key Derek Jeter 1990s insert. Here's another one. Gold label, class 1 out of 100. BGS 8 pop 2. It's from 2000. Nice looking card. I love the die cut on this is pretty cool. Nice kind of really deep ridges on the edges. It's a nice card. Topps gold label. Oh, just a beautifully made set. They're thicker too. You know, they're 55 point thick. So nice. Let's go to page 2. We'll open it here. And we've got Barry Bonds Ultra Platinum Medallion out of 50, PSA 9 for 13 1/4. We've seen this card before. It's not the prettiest card to me, but it's an important card. Topps Chrome Black Refractor Ichiro out of 50, PSA 8 pop 3 higher at 1775. Another Shohei, a Shohei at 13 grand here. Bowman Chrome auto. Couple more Shoheis, 10,000, 97.50, all with autos. Autos are all very nice. Let's just zoom in on one to take a peek. Yeah, he seems to really not push hard with the marker, I would think, but it's still that one is adhered to the cardboard quite nicely. Topps Heritage 8.5 at $10,000. Topps Tier 1. This one's numbered out of 45. Auto looks great there. One week, like this stroke up here, right at the end is lighter, but as we mentioned, as we always say, that's going to happen. PSA 10 there. He looks look how young he looks, come on. He looks 10 years old here. 2018. 97.50 for that. Fernando Tatis Jr. Superfractor 101 PSA 10 auto at $15,000. And then this Tris Speaker Superfractor in the spirit of 1954 Topps at $165. Like, someone gonna grab that? I don't know. Hall of Famer seems like a good deal. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Rookie Auto 101 Superfractor at $12,500. Are the playoffs helping this price tonight? I mean, I would hope they do. I don't know for sure. And a Paul Skeens Copps Chrome Update Gold Refractor out of 50. PSA 10 pop 9, 72.50. Guys, this is just the tip of the iceberg for what's available this week. You can obviously go looking for yourselves, but these are the ones that I picked out to look at. What is up, Found Treasures? Kinger, welcome to the show. Welcome. All right, let's move to basketball. Try and get through at least basketball and hockey in the next 12 minutes before all access extended bidding starts. And we're going to start with the 89 starting lineup, Michael Jordan. So this is not the first year starting lineup. That one's very dark blue. This is a much better looking starting lineup card, in my opinion. And this one is a PSA 10. And it's okay. So let's do this. Let's find out what the population is on this. Just going to go copy that right into Card Ladder. You'll see how easy this is to use. Go into the sales, paste it in there. And does it come up? There we go. Automatically brings it up. This one sold for $6 grand. And oh, wow. So this card, well, you know what? I just wonder if we're being a little restrictive with the search here. Let's see what happens. We do that. No, that's still Kenner starting line at Michael Jordan. So the last copy of this that sold publicly wasn't, well, oh, no. I'm not. There we go. My bad. Okay. So there's 89. There it is. I guess maybe they're from two different figures that year. Okay, could be. What's up, Mollico? Could be a little bit different there. In any event, let's add PSA 10. And the last copy in this grade sold over a year ago for $6,000. The population of I gotta close that first to bring. Oh, that's why I gotta click on there and then click on there. Pop 31 PSA 10s. This one's a 15. Oh, sorry, we're at 12.5. We're at 15.86 is the last sale according to Card Ladder, and we're at 12.5, which is 15 grand out the door. So we're basically there. Cool card. I like the looks of this a lot better than the other one myself. Curious what you guys think. Shaquille O'Neal, Topps Gold Rookie, PSA 9, $52. Not a rare card, but a cool card. And then there's so many Michael Jordan guys in this auction. So many Jordan cards. This is the Skybox Premium MJ block total wrong. I guess the total is wrong on the card. PSA 9 at $26. The Warp Speed, which I don't own anymore. PSA 8 at $320. A couple of gold medallions from Ultra. $180 for the PSA 8 and $5.25 for the PSA 9. I took a good look at the PSA 8 earlier. It's got some scratches around the borders, especially on the back. The 9 is much cleaner. Cool cards. The 96 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractors. We've got the Charles Barkley PSA 10 at $5.25. That seems cheap to me. I mean, the Jordan's 30 grand now in a PSA 10. That's the Jordan right here. Here's the 9 at 3,500. And here we are at, like 1/50th of the price for the Charles Barkley. Is Jordan 50 times Barkley in value? He might be. I mean, that, as crazy as it sounds, that might be the case. But the Barkley's a pretty cool card too. $5.25, pop 4. And then you have the Bowman's Best Honor Roll Atomic Refractor Michael Jordan. Is this not the 2? Yeah, there's a Hakeem Olajuwon on the back. We saw one of these recently too. I like this card. PSA 10, 12.5. Very, very old slab here. Great card though. I just think what a great shot of MJ right there. I love it. There's the Shaq from the set, but this is not a dual-sided. This is just a single-sided card. I have this in my collection. I love this card. That's maybe why I love the Jordan. I wouldn't mind matching them up, or at least finding the Jordan that doesn't have Hakeem on it. How about the Metal Maximum Michael Jordan, Maximum Metal from Fleer Metal, 13 grand for the PSA 10. It's a nice looking card. And the High Risers Shaq, PSA 9, Pop 10, none higher. I think I want to grab this card, guys. I think I want to grab this card. First of all, there's none higher, so that's cool. But High Risers is a nostalgic insert to me. I've told the story before. I'll tell it really quick. Going back to the days in like 2017, 18, when I'd go on walks at night, which I still do to this day, and listen to the House of Jordans podcast before anyone in the hobby really knew who Chris McGill and Christina were. Well, you knew them if you listened to the podcast. Now everybody knows who they are. But back then, they did a pod, and they used to profile one MJ insert per episode, and they did the High Risers once. I can still hear Christina's voice saying how you look at this card and you can see these skyscrapers in the background, and you can almost like see the floors within the actual floors within the building. It was just kind of neat. Stuck out to me. So good memories of that. And I like this one. 3 full court traps, which you may know I purchased a copy of this at the National. I purchased a PSA 8. We have a 7, an 8, and a 9. Notice that the PSA 7 is at $420. What's going on here? Oh, gold. Okay, never mind. It's a full court trap gold PSA 7 at $420. These are the regulars. The 8 is at $165 and the 9 is at $330. So I purchased the 8. My 8's gorgeous. This 9 is $330. If you like this card, you want to be card bros with me, consider this one. It looks a lot cooler in person because the writing really does have some shine to it. I love it. And it's another one that has its roots, for me at least, in another episode of the House of Jordans podcast from several years ago. We've got the Hardware Heroes MJ, the championship hardware Michael Jordan from 97 Metal Universe, 6,500 and a BGS 9 is a great card. We've got the base card metal Kobe, PSA 10, $1,450 for the base, guys. And then here's his Metal Universe Planet Metal Kobe at $100. It's a PSA 4. Now it's a bit of a disaster. Like I looked at it and it's, if I remember correctly, on the back, it's missing like the bottom left corner. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's not missing, but you can see just how much paper loss there is on the corner there. All sorts of issues. Like this card was well loved by a kid, probably in a shoebox, and then discovered to be something of value. And here we have it. Kind of cool though. $100. It's not bad. Here's the MJ PSA 10 for $12K. The premium player MJ BGS 8.5 at $16.25. A card I've still not really like, I've never looked at this card and been like, oh, what a beautiful card. But I did just pick a copy, not a copy. I picked up a Connor Bedard premium player from like 2023 Skybox, whatever product it came out of, and we'll see when I get that in hand. If I like it, maybe it'll warm me up to these original 97s. I don't know. We'll see. I'll go backwards into it. Here we have the Skybox Z-Force Rave Review MJ BGS 95 at 12.5 of all the valuable Michael Jordan inserts. This one, I love the looks of the card. Like, it looks really cool, right? It looks like Qbert. But if you zoom in on MJ, it's got to be one of the worst depictions of him in sports cards. And it kind of ruins the MJ card for me, but that's just me. A lot of people don't care. You know, it's still an important and beautifully designed card. So that's just my observation on the image of him. There's the the Grant Hill PSA 5 for $30. $30 for the Grant Hill right now, guys. It is a PSA 5, but still. Here's the Michael Jordan Hardcourt Heroics PSA 10, $5,000. It's a gorgeous card. And the Rockstars Refractor Shaquille O'Neal PSA 10 at 1,075. Really cool card there. Okay, we're going to go a bit. I'm going to try to go into overdrive. I know it's hard for me to do, but here's another one. Ultra Gold Medallion MJ PSA 8, 140. Why do I say here's another one? What do you mean another one, Jeremy? Well, another one that I'm thinking of buying for myself. Probably not going to buy this one. I don't love the looks of the platinum medallions, which are rarer than the golds. I think I like the golds better. There's just more color to them, but I just still don't love the card. But we'll see. I reserve the right to change my mind. Ultra Star Power Supreme MJ PSA 9, 6750. There was a time when, like the 2019 National, I went to that National, and this was the target. I didn't find a single copy in the room. I had a lower graded copy. I forget what it was. I brought it with me to try and trade up. Couldn't even find a copy of this. Kobe Bryant Ultra Stars Gold. Beautiful, beautiful card right here. 14,500 and a PSA 9. You know, it does look a little bit like the Rave Reviews in the background, doesn't it? That Qbert style right there. Like, those are kind of similar. Similar but different. I do prefer the Ultra Stars Gold. Just beautiful. One of the nicest cards ever made. Ultra Abilities Superstar MJ PSA 9, 3,300. Neat card. Interesting die cut shape. Kind of just shaped to, I don't know, the theme of the card, I guess. John Stockton. Fleer Brilliance 24 karat gold. PSA 7, pop 1, 2 higher only, 3,400. If you're a Stockton collector, a Jazz collector, like, you got to be going for this tonight. I'm sure you are. East West Refractor MJ Kobe BGS 10 Pristine at 14K. There is the Platinum Medallion Jordan from 98 out of 99 copies at 19.5. How about a 1998 Michael Jordan Gold Upper Deck Gold Encore FX? Only 125 copies made. I say only because it's from the 90s. PSA 9, pop 5, 2 higher, 460. Like, that's not a lot, I don't think, for that price. Now, this is I believe there are many cards in this series, many MJs, so you have a bunch to choose from, but this just seems cheap to me for what is a very nice card. Michael Jordan Encore MJ 23 Gold FX here out of 23 copies made only, and it's only at 1750, and it's a PSA 9. Chris McGill could shed some light on these. He's all over the structure of these sets right now, and but this seems like good value, these two, to me. Hakeem Olajuwon game jersey, $480 from 1998. Michael Jordan Ionics Area 23 PSA 10, $210. So I thought any MJ PSA, we got to figure this out. Was this just like a super, super high population or something? Let's go back to card. Let's paste in this and see what comes up for us. Okay. PSA 10, well, one just sold earlier today for $535. But let's have a look at the population. Ooh, why can't we see the population here? Let's try a different one. Maybe we can get through to it. Maybe we can't. So this might be a set that the card ladder just hasn't. Oh, no, there we go. A7. Which card are we dealing with? A6. So I don't think we can see the pop on the A6 card, but we can on the A7, and maybe that will be somewhat, maybe it'll explain it a little bit to us here. 49 PSA 10s in the A7 card. I don't know how much different that is from the A6, but 210 just seems, doesn't that seem cheap, you guys? Doesn't that seem like way too cheap for any PSA 10 Michael Jordan card? And this is an insert too. It's not like it's just a base card. I don't know, maybe the sets, maybe there's just a ton of these in the set or something, but that seems like a good price to me. All right. Ooh, look at these. Okay, so was that the bottom of the page? Yeah, we got the Shaq. We got, where were we here? Page 1. Oh, is this only, what page is this? This is the third page. Where did, oh, did I close page 2? I closed page 2 by accident. Darn it. Okay, so let's go back here for 1 second, guys. So let's go back here. I don't want to lose them. There we go. I closed it. Okay, so we were there. Here we were. We've got the Warp Zone Ionic MJ PSA 2, 2200, and this one's 250. Anybody know what's up with that? Molecule, yeah. Chris has the one of ones. That's right. That's it. He put out a great episode on the Hoge, Chris, on the Hoge cast on YouTube and podcast just the other day, Thursday or Friday, talking about it. So I listened. It was a great listen. Kinger bought all 3 years of the Ultra Gold. Griffey, same as MJ. Good for you. Congrats. Mr. Minty in the house. What's up, Mr. Minty? Welcome to the show. Splenda, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome. Says, my cards are 8s, but my ladies are 5s. Bob Boozle. Oh, so I don't know if you guys heard, collected an article. Bob Boozle has his own syndicate now. They're currently washing cards and selling candy bars in hopes of buying all the cards in next week's auction. Good luck to the Boozle syndicate. All right, Kobe Bryant Essential Credentials Future from 1999 out of 36 copies. PSA Authentic. You don't know why that is, but it's a PSA Authentic, $7,000. A beautiful card. Same as the Tom Brady Rookie Year Essential Credentials. It's got the tail coming out of Tom Brady. It doesn't appear to be a tail for Kobe. I don't know how they let that Brady card out the door back in the day, but it's great authentic. And I don't know what's going on, but they're like, are these cracks in the card or these? No, these look like hairs. I don't know. This is very strange. These are fibers, or I don't know what those are. I don't know what that is. Kind of gross. Upper Deck History Class Quantum 2 die cut MJ out of 25. PSA 7, $6,000. Look at, oh, that's a beautiful card. That is just gorgeous. Look at that. Nice foil work, nice die cut work. Just a neat looking card. The edges are very interesting. I like the looks of this. $6,000 on that baby right there. Shaquille O'Neal, Topps Finest Gold Refractor out of 100, PSA 10 from the year 2000 at 15.25. This is it. I mean, I went deep. I told you guys, Allen Iverson. Look at this Iverson card. Game Used patch says it right there beside it. I've never seen this design before. Game worn patch right there. It's from Fleer exclusive. It's a PSA 4. I think it's got a little bit of paper loss. This is likely a card that was sitting in a screw down for a while, and it got opened up and maybe lost a bit of the surface. You can see some issues throughout the surface there. And I think that like is really the only main problem. 14/25 on the reverse. I mean, everything, even these black borders on the back look pretty clean. Great card. The 4 might be a steal. $66. Michael Jordan Auto, Upper Deck Finite, numbered out of 23. Wizards, 7750. Topps Chrome Black Refractor, LeBron James out of 500. PSA 8 at $14,000. Let's just take a look at the centering on this just for fun. See how the grading did. Top board. Yeah, it looks pretty decently centered. Okay, it's low. It's sitting low. This bottom border is significantly narrower than the top. Just look at the angles here. Look at the angles between it's hard to see because the black card on the black background, but the corner to the corner of the black to the corner of the gold, it's a much more flatter slope than you see at the top of the card. where it's more of a 45-degree angle. Just one easiest sort of way to assess the centering. Otherwise, that wouldn't bother me that much. This might be the grade might be very conservative, but there could be surface issues going on. We just don't know. Great looking card. Anthony Hardaway Gold Refractor 2003 Topps Chrome out of 99 for $240. Here's a Kobe Finest Red X Factor out of 99 PSA 10 for $12.50. Beautiful. I love this design. And Michael Jordan Ultimate Collection jersey patch numbered out of 25 at $370. Jersey swatch, I should say. I don't consider this to be a patch. I consider it to be a jersey swatch. $370 right now on that. Jordan auto for $18K. Beautiful, exquisite auto right there. And a Kobe X Fractor out of 10. PSA 9 at $92.50. Beautiful. Chronology Stitches in Time. Kobe out of 25 at $12,500. Let's have a look at the auto. Oh, it's wonderful. Look at this auto. Super, super clean. Still a 10. Keep it out of the sunlight if you buy this one. Stitches in Time Veteran, 19 to 25. What a card. Okay, we can go to page 3 of basketball. Here we go. So 2 Ultimate Commitment triple patch autos, Chris Mullin and Clyde Drexler. This would be such a fun set to put together. It really would. I love the patch window here too. On the Mullin, GSW, Golden State Warriors, all beautiful. 2 3-color patches, a 2-color patch numbered 8 of 10. Wonderful autograph. It's raw and slabbed authentic by CGC, which happens with all raw cards on Fanatics Collect. I think it's beautiful. Ultimate Collection, so consistently well done. And then you've got the Drexler. So you can pick up 2 of these tonight if you want to work on the set. The Drexler, the patches aren't quite as nice as the Mullin, but they're not bad. You've still got 4 colors altogether: black, blue, white, and red. Also out of 10, 7 out of 10. Great auto again. And it's just slabbed authentic by CGC. A fun pair right there, if I might say so myself, and I might. Topps Gold, Steph Curry. Rookie card out of 2009, a PSA 6 at $3,000. PSA 6. Recently graded. Let's see if we think this would have been an 8 a few years ago. I know I don't know if I'll ever stop saying that kind of stuff. Top left corner shows a bit of white. So, but not a lot. What's this little white spot there? I don't know. Doesn't really bother me though. Bottom has a little bit of surface issue, perhaps. I'm noticing something happening down there. Back of the card with the black border will be easy to spot. The left side's a little chippy, just a little bit. But that top right corner is definitely going to hurt it. So I could still see this being a 7. 3,100 nonetheless. Fun card. Michael Jordan now appearing PSA 10. Okay, here's what I want to know: the population of this. So let's copy the title, go to trusty card ladder, put the title in here and see what we get. Here we are. We'll find there's a PSA 10 sold for $11.47 just yesterday. Population of 170. Okay, so not super rare. $925. That feels about right to me, price-wise, based on the population. Here's a nice Steph Curry, 2014. So like early-ish Panini, 2014 Excalibur Crusade Gold out of 10, PSA 9, pop 1 higher, $1,300. This is a fun Steph card. I would say. And a Magic Johnson auto patch for $480. Now, it's immaculate. Is this like not associated with anything? Like we don't even know where we got the memorabilia from type of card? Or because I think it's beautiful. Not a huge fan of the goatee days, to be honest, just from a looks perspective. But the enclosed game-worn material and autograph are guaranteed by Panini. So it's a leap of faith card. They don't tell you who it's game-worn by, but you have to take a leap of faith that they mean it's game-worn by the player on the front of the card. But they don't tell you that. They don't tell you it's Magic Johnson game-worn material. They just say it's game worn. I mean, it could have been game worn by my 6-year-old son, and that would not be an inaccurate statement. So leap of faith card, $480. Maybe that's why it's only $480. Probably not, though. Another nice Steph Curry 2018 Prism Mosaic Gold out of 10. PSA 10 at $5,500. Wemby, a National Treasures Colossal Red rookie patch out of 8. $4,500 with a sick patch right there. 6 Spurs patch. It's a Spur. That's the actual Spur. Never mind being a Spurs patch. That's a true Spur patch right there. And we have a gold Panini Kaboom vertical gold Bronny James Jr. rookie card out of 10. PSA 9, $5,250. All right. So that's the basketball that caught my attention as I went through the auction yesterday. We've gone through baseball, basketball. Let's take a look at hockey. Take a look at some comments first. What is up, Skeppy? I did see your message, and I'm going to respond. I just didn't have time before the show. Bob Boozle, loved the Cavs jersey from that early LeBron era. Mollico says Kobe Ultra All-Stars Gold is the nicest card in this auction, in my opinion. I think it's a beautiful card, too. Bob Boozle, Chris Mullins' hair freaks me out. Yeah, he does look, doesn't look, he does not look like, yeah, look at that. Like, it's almost, like, come on. The fellas must have given him a hard time for how good his hair looked. Like, how long did he spend blow drying that? You know, not like I know how to blow dry hair, guys. I haven't had hair in 30 years, but still, I do remember the days. I do still remember the days of having hair. The Scarface tribute on the now appearing, definitely on the Jordan now appearing. Bob Boozle, what's up, Jeff McMahon? Welcome to the show. Okay, hockey. A Topps Gretzky rookie, PSA 8 at $4,300. Decently centered, but not perfect. I do sense some right shift and low centering. The Topps, again, they made such a superior product to O-Pee-Chee back in the day. Some snow happening. Something weird going on in this area here. I don't recall seeing that too much before. Same with on the knee. Oil drops a little bit displaced. This is actually a week 8. I'd go as far as calling this a week 8. Let's make sure they didn't give it eye appeal. They did not. Well done. $4,300 on that one. Don't have much more to say about it. Mark Messier, PSA 9 rookie. Great card. 1980 O-Pee-Chee takes me back to when I was a kid. Like, this was the early days of me busting packs and stuffing as many pieces of that gum in my mouth as I could. And this one, well-centered, nice, natural O-Pee-Chee cut. Very rough on the right side here. Something weird. This left edge, yeah, I don't know. It kind of, the corners, the bottom left corner, something's a little bit wonky to me there. Like, just doesn't seem totally sharp. This one, while it has a bunch of fray, is sharper. Yeah, I don't know if I like this copy that much. I don't think this would be the one for me. This would not be the copy for me. You know, I don't mind that rough cut on the right edge, but I'd rather it be on, like, the left edge too. You know, I like uniformity. Call me crazy. So probably wouldn't be the one for me, but still a decent copy, an average 9 at best. Here's a second year from the same set, second year Gretzky PSA 9. This one has exceptional eye appeal from Fanatics Collect. And let's look at this copy and comparing it to the Messi. Look how cleaner the edges are here. Now, we know that happens. Centering is very good side to side. Might be a little bit low, but not bad. Like, yeah, see, this bottom left corner is way sharper than the Messier. Same with this one here. All natural, though. I can tell this is natural. I see, if the Messier looked like this, I would have been kinder. This is a nice copy. It's a little bit low. I feel this is just a little bit narrow down there, but not bad. Not bad at all. And you know what? I can get behind the exceptional eye appeal on this one. It does have exceptional eye appeal. $2,400 on that. Couple of box bottom Gretzky's, the 85 O-Pee-Chee and the 87 Topps. These are just awesome cards for $25, which is now $30 out the door. Brett Hull, early graded PSA 10 rookie card. This was the card in the hockey hobby in 1991, 92. this was the biggest thing going. Like, if there was ever a reincarnation of of something that was as exciting as the Wayne Gretzky rookie card, it was the Brett Hull. And so it's very nostalgic to me. I used to go from 7-Eleven to 7-Eleven buying packs, just got my license kind of thing, buying packs of these cards, putting sets together, and then selling them out of my locker in high school. Yeah, I was doing that. It's complete sets. I think I was getting $15, $20 if I didn't like you. But yeah, great card right there. Early slab too. All right, 3,600 on that one. Wayne Gretzky Leaf Fire on Ice PSA 8 out of 10,000 at $21, and then multiply that by 1,000 and then some, and you get the 97 SPX Grand Finale die cut Gretzky BGS 9 Pop 2 none higher by BGS is what anyway at $2,600. Grand Finale. Most of you probably have heard of it. One of the more elusive, highly chased 90s inserts, and it's just a card that I think they're out of 50. I think they're out of 50, but they're not. It's not on the card. Sort of like Stated Odds, or Beckett probably has it in the magazines to this day. All that said, doesn't do much for me. Aesthetically, this card does not do much for me. I don't know, but it's still hotly pursued by 90s Gretzky collectors. Here's a nice dual auto, Sign of the Times, SP Authentic, Gordie Howe and Bobby Orr. Before Wayne Gretzky, it was these two guys, really, as far as, faces of the league, that kind of thing. And back in the Gordie Howe days, it was really him and Maurice Richard. Somehow Maurice Richard just doesn't get as much love. He had a much shorter career than Gordie Howe did. Gordie Howe has just about 1,900 career points, and Maurice Richard didn't even hit 1,000, but Maurice was just right up there too with his impact when he did play. Anyway, this is about Gordie Howe and Bobby, or not Maurice Richard right now. This is at 8.25 for the PSA 9. I just want to look at the autos, see how they're holding up. They're not graded, and these ones are nice. They're not pack pulled beautiful anymore. They're starting to cook a little bit, I would say. They're getting dark in spots. Like, just you can tell where it's getting dark. Like that. I don't know if that's light, sun, or just age, but they're still nice. They're still nice. Don't get me wrong. Here, like, contrast it. Let's go ahead to this one. Contrast the color of that ink with this one here on this Gordie Howe. Look at how beautifully bright and blue this is. And look how much time he took to sign these. Mr. Hockey, number 9, Gordie Howe. That is a beautiful. If you want one Gordie Howe autograph in your collection, this may as well be it. Because look at that auto. And it's all in one line. It's all in a straight line. Usually he'll put Mr. Hockey number 9 beneath it. That's a nice card, guys. $160. Cheap. How about this? The triple auto. Now, this is the big three in hockey. If you have a card with these three guys on it, this is as good as it gets in hockey. Wayne Gretzky, Gordie Howe, and Bobby Orr. You just don't see. There's no better combo. My only issue with this card, and it's nitpicking. Like, the autos are pretty good. Looks like they're not all evenly colored for whatever reason. But if I'm gonna make a nitpick, it's got nothing to do with the condition of the card. But you got Gordie Howe here, at an awards event, and Bobby Orr behind the bench at the All-Star game, kind of thing. That's what's going on here. These are not action photos. Meanwhile, you got Wayne Gretzky. He's about to. They're about to take a face-off right here. So, still a PSA 6. This is maybe the best way into this card, because these are very expensive. And it does have, it's got some edge damage, but still, this card's about the autos. And if you like these autos, they're still pretty darn nice. They're still pretty good. This is a great card. If you don't mind the suits. Here's just a Gretzky Ultimate Game Jersey card. It's numbered out of 250 with a piece of orange Oilers jersey for $130 right now. Here's a Gordie Howe Gretzky Bobby Orr auto. Another one. Ooh, this is from the Cup. It's from Enshrinements. It's numbered out of 10. But look at so first of all, Gordie signed in black, Wayne and Bobby in blue. But look at the color of these autos. Look at how strong these autographs. Like, that's perfect. Look at that. Gorgeous. And that one, nicer than the other ones we just saw. If you don't mind this design, You've got them all in the jerseys you want. No suits here. That's a great card. 2007 Cup. That's third year Cup right there as well. Here's a McDavid Trilogy rookie card, numbered out of 499 with a sticker auto at 8 1/4. O-Pee-Chee Platinum, Matte Pink, Cale Makar rookie auto at a 99. On-card auto, PSA 9, $300. That's a good deal. Like, how is that not a good deal? $300. Like, his Young Guns is going to be about that. Maybe. I don't know what his Young Guns is in a PSA 9. I don't look at that. I don't even really know what it is in a PSA 10 right now. It's got to be $500 in a PSA 10. And here you can get an auto rookie from O-Pee-Chee Platinum out of 99 for $300 plus juice. All these prices are plus the buyer's premium. There's the Makar SB Authentic Future Watch Auto SGC 9 at $800. Quinn Hughes SGC 9.5 Future Watch Auto at $350. Great defenseman for the Canucks. And here's a fun Gretzky card out on the golf course. It's numbered out of 23. You know, this is like, you know, Grandpa Wayne right there. Like, look, yeah, Grandpa Wayne. There's some weirdness going on. Are these scuffs on the holder? What is that? It's a PSA 10. That can't be on the card. There's the number 4 of 23. You got to be into the suit card. Oh, okay. He's wearing a bit of a jacket on top of it. Still looks like a golf course card for Wayne. Here's a 1-on-1 Austin Matthews from Stature. Purple, photo variation. PSA 8, 240. Seems reasonable to me. Nathan McKinnon, EX 2000 Essential Credentials Gold out of 50. And, you know, Upper Deck did just put out a whole set of Skybox EX 2000, you know, tribute to the earlier version from the 90s. And they did an okay job with a lot of the cards. But it didn't really take that well with collectors for some reason. So that's what I'm hearing from the LCSs anyway. But this is a decent card. It's gold. It's the gold version. PSA 7 at $37. And a Connor Bedard Retro SP Authentic Future Watch Auto, numbered out of 199. Now, his actual, like, rookie card, true rookie from the set, Future Watch Auto, is going to be at a $999. This is at a 199. That's 20% of the print run. 16 1/4 here. That seems like a really good price. Like, his Young Gun PSA 10s were selling for this earlier on in the year. Now they're, of course, down to about that $500 level, but that's not a bad deal. And he's got a couple goals already, or at least a few points. Saw him hit the score sheet twice so far. Connor Zary of my Calgary Flames Future Watch Auto, 9 on the card, 10 on the auto at $49. I don't think you can grade it for that much. Sign of the Times, 3 young guys, Cooley, Bedard, and Fantilli. $750, and a beautiful, like, look at how nice Ultimate Collection is. These just get no love though. The cards out of 299. Okay, so it's out of 299. That's a nice looking, nice. I think it's nice. On card auto, $56. That's too cheap. Page 2 of hockey. Let's see what we got. Here. There's a Cale Makar, the Cup Sepia auto patch, out of 35 at 210. Still not sure what I make of these sepia cards. Just from an aesthetics perspective, they're not bad. Full bleed borders. The patch is okay, you know. The autograph, very streaky. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 different strokes are very streaky. Doesn't bother a lot of people. It like, I'd wait for a nicer one. Oh, and here's the PSA 10 Bedard Young Gun at 410. Which is $492 out the door right now. So we're getting close to that $500 mark I was just mentioning. Macklin Celebrini's SP Authentic Future Watch Auto out of 100. The first year they've done these vertically, $3,000 for the CGC 10. Nice 4-color patch right here. Good card. He had a couple points in their loss, I believe, last night. All right, so that's it. That's what we got for hockey. Just 1 page plus a second row there. So let's move. Let's close that one down and go to football. And we also have a few 3 golf cards, 3 Tiger Woods jersey cards, all from 2001, 03, and 04. Not expensive cards. And I don't know how often I see these. I don't go looking for them, but I don't know. I just think like Tiger Woods might be underappreciated. Everyone seems to like his future, whatever the rookie card, the SP Authentic, his SP Authentic rookie is very popular, as are auto patches. These are just, this is, match worn jerseys or shirts, I should say. I think they're pretty cool. Let's go to football. Jerry Rice Platinum Portraits PSA 8, $100. $100 for the Jerry Rice Platinum Portraits. These are done differently than basketball, a lot different. They're not worth nearly as much, but maybe they should be worth a bit more. I don't know. Somewhat recently graded. I do see a little bit of I don't know if that's the design or an issue with the top right corner there. But $100 seems pretty cheap to me. Here's a Barry Sanders Legacy Collection Row 3 out of 100, PSA 8, Pop 5, 7 higher, $390. I like this version of the Legacy. Like, what I like is that it's out of 100, guys, $390. I like that the background picture is not all sparkled up, It's just a nice secondary image of him. I like the blue foil color match. $390. Pop 5, 7 higher only out of 100. And another Sanders, but of the Dion variety, Fleer Brilliance 24 karat gold out of 24, PSA 9, 8250. Couple essential credentials. Here's the Warwick Dunn out of 55 from 98 for 420, and the Jerry Rice out of 67, PSA 9 at $3,700. I have a copy of this card. I forget what grade it is. Maybe it's a BGS 9, my copy. I think it's a BGS 9. Beautiful. Beautiful card. And the SP Authentic Sign of the Times Peyton Manning autograph out of 900. I just feel bad for the guy. He was only at number 231 when he signed this copy, and he still did a very nice job, Peyton. I wonder if they kind of go downhill as you get higher up towards the print run of 900. Although you got to think that these guys don't just sit down and knock off all 900 at one time. But I don't know. This card I love. Like, I think this is a special, special card. Leaf Certified Materials, Fabrics of the Game, Tom Brady. Like, I don't know. I like the NFL die cut patch windows. This bottom patch, of course, is just phenomenal from the Patriot. Grades of PSA 6. Authentic game used material, 1700. It's number 25 of 25. This is a cool card, guys. This is a really, 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 really cool card. I like it. I like it. Daddy likey. Okay. 2007. That might sound weird, but I have kids. I have young kids, so I call myself daddy sometimes in front of them. 2007 Ultimate Collection Materials Tom Brady patch out of 35. Nice design. Simple patches on this one, but a very nice design. And even the serial number stands out nicely. Good action pose. About to throw a touchdown right there. Yeah, that's a nice looking card. $175. And National Treasures Century Materials Gold Tom Brady at 25 at $1,075. This is interesting. Triple tag Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, and Walter Payton. And I was thinking to myself, this could be a special piece because it's got three of the best, if not the three best running backs of all time on here. And so I looked at the back of it earlier, and I got to give Panini credit this time. The enclosed game used materials, Peyton and Smith, and player worn material Sanders are guaranteed. So it tells you which is which here. Like, I don't know. They must have had way too much time on their hands this day to come up with such a long explanation on the back of the card, because you just never get this kind of information from Panini, and you do here. So I shouldn't say never anymore. Really, really cool card. And so the Sanders isn't game worn. It's player worn. That does detract for me, but at least the Walter Payton and the Emmitt Smith are game worn. Neat card here. Just a neat card at $1,775. Here's a Patrick Mahomes, Travis Swift dual patch out of 49 at $94. Neat looking card, lots of colors. A Leaf Ultimate Sports, Montana Marino, Manning Brady, Staubach, Elway patch out of 5, $110, guys. And you can get game used material from all these guys. Not anymore. It just sold for $132. And there's the Topps Chrome All Chrome Team Superfractor Peyton Manning 101 at $330. I thought, wow, that's cheap for a Superfractor 101 Peyton Manning. It's from 2024, so it's after his playing days, but still pretty cool. Pretty cool football cards right there. $17.50 now on this one. We'll close that up. All 3 Tiger Woods cards have sold. 168, 204, and 372. Like I should have grabbed all 3 of them. You know, they're cool. I don't have any Tiger Woods cards. I like material cards. Soccer cards here. Oh, this is all the soccer cards. Yeah, I hadn't picked any up. We're just going to close out of soccer for now and go back to baseball. We're going to comments now, guys. Back to comments for a moment. Let's see what you guys are all. What did I miss here? What did I miss here? Go Blue Jays, says Mollico. Go Blue Jays. Bob Boozle. Time for a close Gretzky examination. We didn't get too close on that. Skeppy says, Jaylee says week 8. It probably is. I think it is. Bob Boozle. Jeremy got time. Hey, Mr. Boozle, you know I've got time. I have less times for 9 and 10s than I've ever had before. I have time for 1s and 2s and 3s. Talk to me. Mollico loves the roughness of the old O-Pee-Chee. If that Wayne was a 10, no one would complain. Probably not. Bob Boozle, I've created a sticker when I agree with Jeremy's agreeing with good eye appeal stickers. You're getting in the business too, hey, Boozle? Jacob Dahl says, Maurice Richard, the most important French Canadian. I'm not going to argue with that. Bob Boozle says, you got to get a photo of Mr. Hockey when his hair was in its prime. That's right. Skeppy says, I'd want a Gretzky, Lemieux, Yzerman for my era. Yeah. Same here, Skeppy. I just wonder, would you ever swap out Yzerman for Patrick Waugh? Usually I'd want to keep like forwards together and goalies together, or even not even forwards, skaters together and goalies together. But in this case, I'd be willing to consider Waugh for Yzerman, although I do think I'd prefer Yzerman. What about you? Splenda says Yzerman has ashy legs. I don't know what that means. Jake Dahl says Tiger Woods shirt cards are way mass produced. Well, that's interesting. Good to know. Thank you. Skeppy loves the Warwick done. Boozle says Brady fabric of the game would look better if the fabric was solid. Oh, you mean if it wasn't die cut? I hear what you're saying. I really do, Bob Boozle. I really hear what you're saying. But let's go look at that again for a sec. I find myself very enamored by this card. It's up to 1,900 now. I like the NFL. To me, it's like it's part of it. I like that it says NFL and it doesn't say like NEP for New England Patriots or BRA for Brady. I like that it says NFL myself on that. Okay, guys, give me a sec. I want to go and look at what's going on here. Explore. I don't want to explore the app. I want to go. Okay, I'm going to go into my Fanatics app. I want to see if there's anything that I want to bid on right now, guys. So if you don't mind, let me, I got to go to my watch list. I actually have my watch list built. And I got to see if there's anything that I want to bid on here that I think might be up my alley. And so I'm going to just sort of talk and not say much for the next couple of minutes as I do this, if you don't mind. I'm going to put a bid in on that card. I'm already outbid. I don't think I'm going to bid anymore on that. I just put a bid in on the Barkley Atomic Refractor, but I'm out on that one now. The Shaquille High Risers, I'm going to put in a bid on that. And okay, I'm the high bidder there. Please don't bid against me. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Bid against me, guys. Bid against me if you want to. I'm okay with it if you do. Well, not like I can't. How can I not be okay with it? You guys go ahead and bid if you want, of course. Bob, oh, the color. If the fabric was solid, like you don't like the patches in there, Bob Boozle. You don't like those patches? What's up with you, Boozle? What's up with Boozle right now? How do you not like those patches? Skeppy likes the triple Emmett. Yeah, it's cool, right? I think it's cool too. Skeppy says, yeah, Waugh's a good pick too. The Brady is all red, white, and blue as well. Nice card. Yeah, I agree. Oh, it's up to 1975 now. YouTube did not show me Splenda's comment. Okay. Boozle, too much booze, says Mollico. All right. Okay, sorry. I got to go back to my bidding here. And let's see if I want to bid on that. I don't. I'm not going to make a play at the Jerry Rice Platinum Portraits, but it was in my watch list. And I'm also not going to make a play at the Brady patch out of 35 on my watch list. Let's see what else happens here. Okay, it's just the, it looks like it's just the high riser Shaq for me then. Okay. All right, what sold? Let's go through the sales in baseball, guys. Let's see what's happened here. So the Babe Ruth PSA 3.5 does $21K. The Hank Greenberg $3,100. The Gehrig $6,300. Just kind of thinking about these numbers here, and that seems, seems reasonable across all three. I think, just gut feel. 1530 on the Musial PSA 4. The Jackie PSA 5 Sports Thrills does 6,600. Three sales here on the Mantle, the Maze, and the Jackie. The Maze does 12K for the PSA 5. That might be I think that's a great card. I don't know if that's a great deal or not, but it seems reasonable to me. And that's just a nice, that is a quality 5. And it's a super old grade, back when they were less consistent, or maybe, I don't know, you'd think they were less consistent. They were a younger company, but maybe it's not as stringent. And 12 grand. I don't know. Seems like a good card. Ooh, I forgot about the Barra. Sells for $86. Why didn't I see that on my watch list? Maybe it was sold by the time I went to it. Koufax does 9 grand. Not sure about that card. 275 on the Winfield. 2,400 on the Eye Appeal Ricky Henderson. Look at that. Pettit Showcase Legacy out of 100 does 276. The Griffey Auto Bowman does 3240. Barry Sanders out of 250 does 468. Oh, the Maddox. I didn't bid on the Maddox. What a nice card that was. Damn. Darn it. 810 on the Intimidation Nation Jeter. 144 on the Jeter Class Topps Gold Label Class 1 Gold. BGS 8, 144. On this page, we've got the Bonds at 1,800. The Ichiro 2,130. Couple Ichiros here, both at 12 grand. Tatis Jr., 18K. And 8,700 on the Skeens. Look at that. Tris Speaker is still going. Vladdy Guerrero is still going at 16.5 now. So that's baseball. Where are we at on the clock now? We have 2 minutes left in this window. So we probably had a few more sales then. It's fine. We'll come back to it. Basketball. Starting lineup, MJ does 15K. Shaq Gold, $62. 384 on the Warp Speed, 240 and 630 on the gold medallions, 675 on the Barkley, 43 on Jordan, 15K on Jordan Hakeem, 250. I think I'm the high bidder on this one right now. 15.6 on Maximum Metal, 156 on the Shaq, 504 on Full Court Trap Gold, and the 8 does 216 while the 9 does 492. 8,100 on Championship Hardware, 1830 on the Kobe PSA 10 Metal Universe. Base card. That's just the base card, guys. You'll find that in binders everywhere. And here the Platinum Metal Kobe does PSA 4 does 120. The Jordan PSA 10 15,000. $39 on the Grand Hill Z-Force Rave Review, 6,300 on the Jordan Hardcourt Heroics PSA 10. Shaq Rockstars Refractor does $12.90. More sales here. 8,100 on the MJ Star Power Supreme. 18K on the Kobe Ultra Stars Gold. Yes, could be the nicest card in the auction. 18K on the East West. Someone got the Stockton 24 karat gold for $4,000. I think that's a great deal. 4,200 on the MJ Ultra Abilities Superstar. Look at that, 23 grand on the Platinum Medallion, PSA 8. It's only an 8, and it got 23.4. Jordan here out of 23, PSA 9, 2,100. And on, everybody. And on 17.4 on the Black Refractor LeBron Rookie, 9,300 on the Jordan Auto, $80 on the Iverson Game Use Patch. The Kobe does 16.2, 21.6 on the MJ Enshrinements Exquisite Auto, 21.6. All right, we'll see what happened there. More cards have been sold. Drexler, 870. Steph Gold, just under 4 grand. Scarface, 1,100. 2,500 on the Steph Curry, 660 on the Magic Johnson with the goatee. Kaboom Brawny, 6,600. The Spur card, Wemby, 55. And the Mosaic Gold Steph Curry out of 10 to $6,600. Hockey-wise, PSA 8 rookie Gretzky, 5160. Okay. The Messier rookie 1230 and the second-year Gretzky with eye appeal does 2880. I think that's about the right sort of variance between these two in the same grade. Box bottom 85 O-Pee-Chee Gretzky, $30. That's pretty cheap. Still going on the tops 87. Brett Hall sells for 43.20. $25 on this Gretzky, 31.20 on the grand finale. Under $1,000 on the dual Bobby or dual sign of the times or Howe. 6,300 for the triple with Gretzky as well. 210 on the beautiful Gordy auto, 150 on the Gretzky jersey. This triple auto is at $11K and counting now, guys. $11K and counting. Those autos are special. Those autos are better than these ones. 6,300 there, $11K here. McDavid trilogy rookie, $1,000, 384 on the Makar, 88 on Gretzky playing golf, 960 Makar future watch, 420 Hughes future watch, 288 Matthews 101 stature. The Bedard does 1950 for the retro future watch. Triple sign of the time rookies here does 990 with Bedard. And then on page 2, look at that, under 500 now for the PSA 10 Bedard Young Guns and 43.20 on the Celebrini Future Watch Auto Patch. Vertical out of 100. It's a Gem Mint 10 from CGC. Pop 1. I always wonder, like, how many of these will CGC have through their doors? If there's 100 of these, some are going to go to Beckett for sure, thick cards. Some are going to PSA. And what's that split looking like now for ultra modern, thick patch cards? Hockey even, let's talk about, because I don't know, just cuz. Ooh, the Brady's up to 2,500 now. That's $3,000 out the door. Let's see if there's any comps on this card. We'll go to our trusty friends over at Card Ladder. We're going to copy the title. We're going to go over to Card Ladder here, and we're going to paste it in. Boom, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as they say. And is this the exact same card? This is the exact same card. It sold a year, just almost 2 years ago for $854. Man, I wish I bought that then, because $850 on January 25th, 2024. And here we are today, and we're over $3,000 now. So that's interesting what you can see. But listen, talked about this a lot last night on Sports Cards Live about comps and how, if I really wanted this card, I wouldn't care about that comp until I saw that comp. And then I'd be like, oh, that might bias me a little bit and make me back off a little bit. And then if I backed off, I'd probably regret it, because I don't know how many other copies of this card we're ever going to see and how many look like this. So you kind of got to pay what you got to pay to get the card when it happens, and when it's made available. That's what I feel. And so, I'm out on this card. I did put in a couple bids earlier, but I'm out on this card now. And yeah, and if I wasn't out, I probably would not want to see the comp. Not because I'd be disappointed, but because I think it might impact my decision-making on bidding, even though it's almost 2 years ago. So it's an interesting sort of thing there. But I still would love to own this card. My gosh. I just love it. I really, really do. Really, really do. Okay, what are you guys saying here? Casey says, it's also my first graded card. I grabbed the 1976 first graded card, Casey. Welcome to the graded card collecting world. He says, I grabbed the 1976 Greg Nettles. 76 was the first year I bought packs at 6 years old. I'm recapturing my youth with this one. Just fun to get something. It's always fun to get something. Congrats. Happy for you, Casey. John Woodall says, get it cheaper. Are you talking about the Brady? Will there be another one? Well, there probably will be another one, but will it be this nice? I don't know. This card has really spoken to me since I discovered it earlier today. Mollico says, agree 100% on the comp topic. And Casey says, I feel bad for whoever paid to grade it. This card here, yeah, The grade doesn't bother me. Oh, there's another bid. It's up to $2,900. Now, we don't see any other copies of this card being sold. I'm going to take out NFL. Maybe that'll change things a bit. Nope, no additional. Let's take out Leafs. No, let's take out certified. I'm just trying to find, like, maybe there are other comps. Fabric of the game. Let's take out fabric of the game. I know we're now left with, what are we left with? Leaf Prime Brady. Are we going to see how many results? 77. It's out of 25. I'll put 25 in, see if that narrows it. So we have this one here. Did any, oh, now we can't see pictures. Could be this one. This one, well, we don't see what this looks like, but that might have been one of those cards sold for $61 back in 2017. Oh, could you imagine buying these cards for under $100 back then? Where were we? Where were we back then, guys? 2,900 right now on the card. Malco says the fact that it has the Patriots logo piece is very nice. Right, Malco? Like, you take that out of there, I don't think that I love the card nearly as much. I would still love it, but that piece in the N, you were buying them, Malco? You were buying them? Good for you. Good for you. Maybe you have a spare copy for me. Reach out. Okay, we've had a couple more windows go by as I've been fixated on this car, which is now at $3,100. See, that just goes to show comps are not the end all be all. If the people bidding on this card knew about this comp here at $854 for the exact same card, however, 20 months ago or whatever, would they be bidding up over what is now, what is that, $3,620 or something like that? Would they be bidding this high? I don't know. Maybe they would. Maybe they know about the comp. You think most people do, but I don't know for sure. It's not that old, but who cares? Right now, that's what the card is commanding. Okay, let's see what else has happened here. Not much. Looks like most things are still where we left them. Maybe a couple. Maybe the Clemente sold for $3,800. Yeah, some great. Oh, just some beauties tonight. That's page one of here. I'm going to refresh page one now. We'll see what's actually left. I should have done the refresh. Forgot to do the refreshings early. Forgot to do the refreshments. All right, down to 4. Oh, Tris Speaker still going at 410. $23K now on Vladdy Jr. Wasn't he at like 17 or 18.5 last we looked? He's up to $23K now. You can still get a Maddox Finest Gold Refractor out of 100 with coating for $195 right now. There's 2 of these, and there's 2 Maddoxes in the set and 2 available tonight. One must have sold, but this is the earlier numbered copy. I think this would be the more important one, or the earlier one anyway. Page 2 here. I'm just going to refresh. We'll just get rid of what's already sold. Let's see. Oh, they're all gone. Okay, so we lost that. Baseball's done. We only have these 4 left. In basketball, all of these have now sold. Hey, I wonder if I want a card. I wonder if I won the high risers. Where is it? 3. I think I won this card. I think I'm the owner of this card now. Shaquille O'Neal high risers. Shout out House of Jordan's podcast. All right, so there's all these cards from this page. We're going to refresh this. And we're down to the 3, including Chris Mullen with the hair. And on this page, we are all sold out on this row. 12.6 on the X-Fractor Kobe. We're all sold out here. 570. Oh, no, not the MJ still going. I misspoke. These are all done. 9,300 on the Wizards MJ Auto. This beautiful Upper Deck History Class Quantum 2 die cut MJ out of 25, sold for $7,800. Very nice card. Upper Deck recently did a tribute to this design in one of their hockey products. All right, let's refresh this page. Oh, I forgot to go to the top. Nothing left there. Okay, so I think basketball is done for us now. Right? Chris Mullen might still be going. He sold 2? What? Okay. Chris Mullen with the hair is done. Hockey, let's see what's going on here now. All sold. We got a box bottom, but we're not going to stick around much longer for that one. Everything there is sold. The triple's now at 12.5. 12.5 now. What was it last time? 10.5 or 11.5? Now it's at 12.5. All sold there. Could have got this Gretzky for under $90. Sold, 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 sold. Page 2 of hockey. All done. Okay, so we'll close that one out. Let's refresh here and let's check in on Brady. 3,200 now, guys. It's still climbing. Still climbing. These other two Bradys have sold. Yeah, I would rather have this in 3 of each of these copies. The Mahomes Swift is at $113. The 6-piece here, $132. $396 on the Manning Superfractor 101 has sold, and we have the triple tag at $2,400 still going along with the two coolest football. Oh, and also the Barry Sanders out of 100 is still going. I think I want to bid on that card. I think I want to bid on that card, you guys. Let's see, marketplace auction. I'm just going to search for it here because I don't seem to have that in my favorites or my watch list here. Sanders, what can I put in? Row. Sanders row. Let's see if it comes up. There it is. It's a PSA 8. I want to look at it. Just hopefully they didn't overgrade it. Because if it's overgraded, I'm going to be less interested. If it's undergraded, talk to me, right? Showtime. Yeah, this is nice. 96 of 100. I mean, what's wrong with this card, guys? Look, those corners are perfect. The edges are, I'm not seeing any sign of chipping or scratches, nothing. The bottom corners look to be perfect, right to the tip. Same with the front. I don't know. This could easily be a 10. There's something right there maybe that is causing a little bit of, but that's really not a big deal. Technically it might be, but not to the eye appeal. Not to me anyway. Like, you can barely even notice it when you're out here. Should I put a bid on this one, guys? What do you think? Did it sell? No, minute 47 left. It's already going to the next window. So we've got 7 minutes to decide. What do you guys think? You guys are going to egg me on. Of course you're going to say I should bid on it. Of course, especially if you're the consigner. I'm sure none. I shouldn't say I'm sure, but if you are the consigner, yeah, you can still encourage me to bid. That's fair, as long as you're not bidding yourself. This is the card of the night for me, though. I love this card. What's wrong with the back, John Woodall? What's wrong with the back? Or were you just telling me to look at it? Is there something wrong with the back? Like up here, that's not a problem. That's in the card. John Woodall, is there something going on in the back I need to know about? If you're seeing something I'm not, please let me know. Mollico, of course, get it. Of course, get it, right? And let me make sure I won the Shaq first. Account. Where's my purchases? Orders. Is it orders? It must be orders. Live. No orders. Did I not win it? Maybe I didn't get the card. I don't remember what I bid. I wasn't even looking. I just kind of bid on it. Whoa. What's going on here? Item extended to next window. So it's extended, but on my phone, it's telling me a bid is needed. That's weird. Which one is it? Must be extended. Let's just see what happens. I'm just watching my phone because on my phone, yeah, it's still going. Okay. Legacy, but man, could be a 9. It's good. Could be a 9. Legacy, snipe it. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to. Oh, it's up to 500 now. That's not me. I did not bid on that. That was not my bid. So 500 is 600 with the buyer's premium, shipping and conversion to my currency. We're $1,000 easy. Now what I'm going to do, as I still consider putting a bid on this card, is I'm going to go and take a look at my Barry Sanders cards I already have in my collection and see if I think that this card would fit with those. So I'm just going to go to my PC and my football cards here. And I've got, so I'll show you that I've got this card cut above. It's in a BGS 9 holder. Beauty. I've got that Barry Sanders in my collection. I only have two. And I've got the Playmakers Theater as well. So this would probably fit in nicely with those two cards, though. Yeah, it might fit in nicely. I don't know. So the back's good, though, right, John? The back's good. I didn't say anything wrong with it. I think you didn't. Seems like you didn't either. Need a bid there. Bid is needed here. How do I see? I want to see if I won the Shaquille O'Neal High Risers, because I'm in the Fanatics Collect app now, back in the app, and I'm not sure how to find my purchases from tonight. I see orders, vault transact. Oh, bids. Winning, outbid. It doesn't show. It doesn't give you the option for what you've won. It shows that I've been outbid on the triple patch Brady here. Oh, 5.25 now on the Barry Sanders. 3,300 here. Yeah, it shows that I've been outbid on that. But I won it. I did win the high risers. There it is. Okay. It's showing up for me now. Mine. That's fun. Okay. I'm gonna let the Sanders go. I'm gonna let it go. We'll consider it on another night. Three's Company. I hear you, Casey. So here's the thing. My Fanatics Collect account, I've been sitting for like a long time with I'll show you guys if you can see, with $840 in my account there. So kind of want to just spend that money. I know if I was going to win that Brady, I'd definitely have to buck up a little bit more. But I think I'm going to let this one go, because 5.25 plus a 300 I owe on that one. I'm going to be over my account there. So I'll save it for the cheap cards for now. Still at 3,400 here. What's going on here? Baseball, they've all been sold now. The 49 Bowman Stam Usual, 312. The beautiful, you could have picked up a great Greg Maddux collection tonight of rare 90s cards. Sells for 240. Look at Vladdy, 27K now. Still going, Vladdy. Tris Speaker sells for 492. So let's just isolate Vladdy here. We've seen these two, the Jordan Ultimate Jersey do 690. The Chris Mullin with the blow-dried hair sell for 930. And we're just left with this Ionics Warp Zone MJ at 2,900. And hockey, 15 grand is the sale price for the Howe, Gretzky, or triple auto out of 10. 15 grand. The box bottom still going, but that's not as interesting. So we're just going to close that one out. And here in the world of football, what's left? We have, oh, wow, all four of these are still going. Warwick done at 650. The Brady triple at 34. The row 3 at 550, and the triple tag at 2,500. We'll just refresh to make sure none of that is wonky. That is all still good. So John Woodall says, I only have Jordan High Riser PSA 9 in that set, but they look cool. What do you mean only? Like, you only have Jordan, or you only have a PSA 9? Because both of those are great. A Jordan is great, and a PSA 9 is great for that card. So congrats, John. Are you looking to fill out the set? Is that kind of where you're at, or you're good with just having the MJ? Like, I might get the MJ eventually, especially if I can find it in the same grade, as that would be a nice pair. But still, I don't just buy by grade. It's got to be right. Okay, 3,400, and we're into the 1 minute windows now. So this should go pretty quick on the Brady here. Okay, the triple tag has been sold now for $3,000. All in $3 grand. These other three are still going. The Warwick Dunn's out of 55, so it's rare, but not like super, super, super rare. There are going to be rarer essential credentials, but still fun to watch a fun to watch a Warwick Dunn, not one of the, top tier level guys. All right. This one is now sold. This MJ Ionics Warp Zone does just a hair under 3,500. And Vladdy gets another bid to 28K, which is 33.6 out the door and counting. Into the next window. Brady sells for $4,080. Congratulations. From 854 to 4, that's about 5x, right? It's about 5x in 2 years on this exact card. And that doesn't mean that all other 24 copies of this card have experienced that value increase. I don't think it means that at all. It means that this exact copy tonight is worth about 5 times what it sold for in January of 2024 at 854, which is a 4.77 multiplier. It went up 477%. Mollico is cheering for Brady. Did you buy that, Mollico? Is that yours? Kinger picked up a Messi Cup RPA. Congratulations. In your registry. So what do you mean in your registry? Like you just mean in your set registry inventory, or is there a particular set that you're working on with that card? Sorry about all the questions, John Woodall. I'm curious. I'm often curious about those things. Okay. 4,080 on that beauty, and it's done. We're just left with Barry Sanders. He's now at $600, and I'm not even a bidder on that. 870 on the Warwick done, and 29K on Vladdy. So let's see what happens in the next half a minute here, and then we're probably going to wrap this up, guys. Hope you had some fun. I had some fun tonight. Oh, you have so many. So Mollico, you just have so many Bradys, don't you? You lucky guy, 30K now. 30K now on the Vladdy. And the Barry is at 600. Needs a bid in the next 7 seconds, or it will sell for $720. 3 seconds and counting, and final moments. No further action. The card does sell for $720. Not to me. Oh, John is sharing his public PSA set registry. PSA gallery set for public is JRWSPAN stock. JRW. I'm going to write that down quickly here, John. JRWS PAN stock on the set registry gallery. So I don't know if you guys heard this, but what was I listening to recently? I must have been listening to Ryan Hogue on Brett McGrath's I forget what he calls the entrepreneur series he does. Great series. And I think in there I heard Ryan Hogue, president of PSA, say that they are now finally at the point where they are going to be working on the PSA set registry, putting some resources into it to maybe update it. So that's kind of encouraging. If you're a set registry person, and many people are, that's going to be kind of exciting. I would have to think. I still have I take cards out of the set registry all the time because I've sold so many. I get PSA set registry removal request emails on the regular, still from the Joe Jackson dispositions that I made, and I don't add anymore. Even if I get a card, I don't add it in there, but I still have it. I still have the set registry and some cards in there. So, and I think I'm number 23 on their leaderboard for when they were giving out points. If you're any of you guys, hey, John Woodall, are you someone who took part in all those little, I don't know, like missions that they gave you, and then you get points? I believe I'm number 23 all time on there, but that's the max points. I was probably the 23rd person to get to max points on that. Jacob Dahl, are they going to make an SGC registry finally? I mean, I don't see why they would. They seem to be taking resources away from Jacob Dahl, not adding to them. So, right? I would I would think not. I would think not. Look at the Vladdy, guys. What happened? $42,000 now. This wasn't this like 29 last we looked? And now it's at 42K. Someone must have just bids, like just chipped away at someone else's high bid. It's going to the next window. We'll wait another minute here. I want to see if this is going to be done after the next minute, because 42K for the Vladdy. It's taking a while. There we go. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. Bob Boozle says the baddies are voting for Vladdy. Moliko says that is insane on Vlad. I collect SR. Senior, Vladdy Senior. Okay. It took me a second. 44 now on the Vladdy. John Woodall says you can put non-PSA cards under non-PSA items. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When you say John Woodall, when you say done here, are you saying there is not going to be a SGC set registry? Is that some insights that you have? 46 now on Vladdy. Punt, pass, click. Where have you been? Haven't seen you for a while. Says that's a monthly condo payment in Toronto. A monthly. Oh, is it done now at 46, or is that going to the next window? These windows go by so fast. Next window. Are we going to see 50? Are we going to see 50K here on the Vladdy? Yeah, 52 with the buyer's premium. Skeppy, I wanted to ask you too. I could ask you in DM, but I'll ask you here because when I listened to Dr. Beckett's podcast and he was talking to you, you're at the table. I think you're at his house and you're at the table and you say to, and he says, I remember when he goes, Skeppy, what do you think? He kind of said Skeppy. And I know that he knows you through the Sports Cards live chat. He mentioned that. I think that's how he knows you and maybe how he reached out to you. But how do you feel about people all the way up to like Dr. Beckett calling you Skeppy? I think I kind of coined the term for you based on you being in the chat because you're really 8KEP1, but it's just Skeppy to us now and to Dr. Beckett too, which I think is just so funny. But how do you feel about that? There we go. 55-2 on the Vladdy, and that is a done deal now. Seattle won game 1. Bob Boozle says Mr. Wonderful to appear on Fox News with his new Vladdy tomorrow. I think he only spends like 10 million and up on car, or at least like 100 grand and up. Kinger says the Julio Top Sapphire Black Label 10 was striking. I don't know if you noticed. I did not. Ryan Rudzan says, won 4 of 23 cards I was bidding on tonight for my set registry sets. I would love it if PSA allowed set registry users to make offers when cards that fill their sets are graded. I hear that's coming, Ryan. I hear that is if the seller if the submitter wants to allow offers to come in, I think that functionality is coming or it's already here, Ryan. So watch for that. Watch for that. Redemption, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here and letting us know that you are here. Well, all right, guys, that's it. The Vladdy is done at 55-2 right there. Thank you to the Card Ladder Resources for helping us out tonight on comps and pops. That's going to be it, everybody. Thank you for joining. What else is going on here? I'll be back on the channel on Wednesday for a special episode, and next Saturday, back here, Sports Cards Live. You know it. Skeppy says, Dr. Beckett knows who I am. You named me Skeppy 3 to 4 years ago. I just kept, so you knew Dr. Beckett going back then? Okay, I didn't realize that. Very cool. Okay. Well, at least he's calling you Skeppy. Yes, and the premiere is the premiere is not this week, right? That's next week, isn't it? Yeah, check my calendar. It's right. It's not next week. The premiere is on the 23rd. Premiere's on the 23rd, everybody. Adam, oh yeah, he will be fired up for the emblems of endorsement, MJ, right? Yes, he will be fired up he's already fired up for that one. Good evening, Laura. Thank you. Kinger, take care. Moliko, Skeppy, Redemption, Ryan, Boozle, Jacob Dahl, John Woodall, Punt Pass Click. All you guys, thank you for joining. Had a great time. We'll see you back here soon, and good night, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in and being a part of the Sports Cards Live community. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and most of all, keep collecting. More great content to come. Sports Cards is a lifestyle.